As usual, this is your friendly neighborhood crit. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be attacked and die. Hey, maybe not, maybe. Okay, we're fine. Welcome back to another episode of ARK Survival Evolved. As usual, this is your friendly neighborhood crazed, and these guys are mine. Everyone, these are mine. He just pooped. Meet Tonto and Spitter. These are my trained animals. I have learned to tame them, and they will fight and work for me. So, let's go ahead and go on a hunt. Today, I want to show you how to use some commands and whatnot to be your pack leader. So, let's just go ahead and start walking this way, and we'll get them to follow me. We'll get them farther away from my camp, and what we're going to do is we're going to do a little hunting, okay? We're going to check out some levels of certain animals and see what we need to do, because what I want to do is I want to show you how to tame these beautiful animals, and also how to go ahead and be the pack leader. Here's how you be the pack leader, alright? Let's go ahead and look at what this guy is, what level this guy is. I think he's going to be too high. He's level 12. These guys are 7 and 8, and I am level 15. So, he may end up being too much for them. But I want to show you some commands right off the get-go here. So, if you use the T button, that will get them to follow you. Let me go ahead and just reset them and tell them all to stay. Okay. You see their names. You see it says they belong to me. If you want them all to follow you, so if you're the pack leader, you're running, you're, hey guys, you know, I just caught something, let's go ahead. You're going to hit J, and they're going to follow you. They're supposed to follow you. Tonto's a little slow. And they're just going to, you're going to start running, and they're going to follow you, okay? And that's using the J button. I may end up rebinding these, but these are the default bindings. You want them to stay, you hit U, and they will all stay. If you want one to come with you, you press T. As long as you're targeted on them. You have to get kind of close, because it doesn't really show you what's going on. So you can get one to follow you, in theory. Come on, Slowpoke. I find that you actually kind of have to hold the shift key to run, and then it might trigger it and go, oh yeah, I need to come follow you. Okay, and then if I wanted him to stay, I would use the Y button. I'll go over here and I'll call him. I'll attempt to call him. Oh, see what I mean? You gotta be... Yep, you basically gotta be right up with him. And then he'll come towards you. Some very nifty commands, and now I'm gonna try out a new command. I want them all to follow me, so I'm gonna say J, which works out rather well. We are going to use the equals button to say all attack. I can do that to trigger an attack, or I can start attacking, which I think is what I might do with this guy, because he is a level 12. And I need some meat. You will also notice now that I have a crosshair. If your server has crosshair turned on, I'd highly recommend using it. Let's go ahead and test something out. If you use the crosshair and you're using an item that has it, you can also be specific. So following, you don't have to be so close to him. You just need to make sure that crosshair. And if you're not using your crosshair, you know, you can try to estimate where it's at. It's kind of a pain, but using the crosshair really works rather well. So I'm going to go ahead and start attacking this guy. This could go way sideways, and I could lose both of these guys potentially, which I would hate to do, but to be honest, it wouldn't be awful. They're not my mounts or anything, but they are my attack team. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start the attack, and as soon as I do, they will start attacking him. So there's 1, 2... I've got 3 spears, 4 spears into him. 2 spears. They're busy attacking him, and they just killed him. That's awesome. These guys are amazing. Call them off. Oh, come on. Currently, I have looting on their bodies turned on, so I can come in here and actually get whatever loot they got. Which I got a bunch of meat, which is good. That's what I wanted. See what you got. Yep, you got some meat and some hide. I'm going to go ahead and actually turn that off, and you can do that by accessing their inventory, which is E. You have all these commands. You can unclaim, change their name, access inventory. I'm going to go ahead and disable item collection. Disable victim item collection. So that way I can choose what I want. If I want meat, I'll use my pick. If I don't, I'll go ahead and use my axe, which will get most of their hide. So I'm going to go ahead and call them. Oh, wait, that was all stay. Let's go ahead. There we go. So we're going to go see what other animals we can go ahead and find and take down like a team. Now, these key bindings are really inconvenient for me, so I'm probably going to end up using them binding to something that's a little closer. Which, you know, or I may use a mouse key, potentially. Which might end up working out a little better. We're going to go ahead and get armed here. I'm experiencing a little bit of frame rate. They've done a lot of work here, and they made it look really good, but I'm experiencing a little bit of an issue as I go this way for some reason. But that's okay, we're going to stick with it. This is a dodo. That's a dodo. Okay, I'm not too concerned. I need a lot of meat. So I need a big animal. Where are my guys? Where are my tiger team? Come on, boys. I'm the pack leader, man. And that's how they need to view me. This is like freaking Jurassic Park, man. I'm a little hot. That's okay. That's okay. I'm gonna ignore you. Alright, what level are you? Level 4. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, not a problem. So I'm gonna take out a weapon that I've got the crosshair on, and I'm gonna use the equals key and say, get 'em, boys. Or not. Huh. Sometimes animals glitch out in trees. So maybe they can't find him? Well, I'll go ahead and hit him. Now they should attack. Yeah, it looks like he's glitched out in the tree. We're gonna go ahead and help him out. Ow! Hey! Yes! And see, now, I'm gonna call him over and say, okay, boys, come here. Come here. Come here, boys. Alright, now you stay. And I'm gonna loot this sucker's body for meat. Hey, you weren't supposed to join me, you jerk. That's okay. It's alright, you're just doing what you're programmed to do. It's fine. Alright, I've got 8 pieces of meat. Now, I'd like to also point out to you that when you tame an animal, whether it's for mounting, to be a mount to ride, or whether, you know, it's just a hunting team like such as this, you will have to worry about their health, and you're gonna have to worry about their health, their torpidity. I mean, pretty much. Here's what you can control with them. You've got their health, stamina, oxygen, food, weight, melee damage, movement speed, and torpor, which is whether, you know, you're gonna be falling asleep or not. And you can use that to control them, and you can also use that. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in here. You can level that up. You see they've got level up meters just like you, and so there's level 8, level 7, and they will grow in levels as they get older, if you will. Now what I'd like to do is I'd like to add a third member to my hunting team. So we're going to go ahead and see if we can find some spitters. Some Dilophosaurus, or whatever they call them these days. Crazy kids. So we're going to look for that, and we're going to see if we can find them. And when we find our target, I'm going to tell these guys to stay, and I'll show you how we go about the taming process. And I'll be right with you in just a moment. Okay, so here we are. In this clearing is another Dilophosaurus. And you'll notice that I put meat in one of their inventories, and that's because it's actually going to spoil at a lot less rate if they're holding it than if I'm holding it. So what I want to go ahead and do is I've got these guys to stay, and I want to get this guy's attention, and I want to knock him out. So that's what I'm going to use my slingshot for. So here he comes. He's coming at me now. I've gone ahead and knocked him out. Okay, fantastic. Now I'm going to say, bring these guys to me. So, come on over here, guys. Alright, Tonto. Whoop, you're not the one with the meat. Get him to stay. And so I come over to this knocked out guy with his inventory, and I go ahead and I put it in his inventory. And you're going to see it says taming. But his torpidity is actually going down quite a bit. Right now it's 59% effective. I have tamed one of these guys without having to worry about him staying unconscious. But just in case, I'm going to go ahead and start looking for some narco berries. Narco berries are what you use to, think narcotics. There's 2 narco berries. I can actually use that on him now to make him stay unconscious longer. You can also make the powdered narcotic from it too, which will do the same effect, and it won't spoil, so you don't have to worry about that. You go ahead and put that in his inventory, and you say remote use, and look at this torpor. It just went up. So I can use those berries, which are semi-rare, by the way. I can use those berries to keep him asleep, which is what I want. And so while he sleeps, he continues to be tamed. Oops, I'm sorry about that. Which is exactly what we want. So he stays asleep, and as long as he eats that meat, and his taming keeps going up, and he's unconscious, we're not going to have any problems. Now, if he wakes up, he's going to be pissed, and he's going to start attacking again, and then we're going to have to kill him again. Or not again, but we're going to have to kill him, which is not what we want. And I actually want a three-person tiger team here, which would just be fantastically amazing. So I'm going to remote use item again. Remote use item again, when we'll keep him asleep. And that's going to take a little bit to tame, but I'll show you the end result here when he's just about tamed. While we tame this guy, I want to show you the leveling up process. See, I'll look at him now, and he's got a full up arrow. That means he's ready to be leveled up. Or he's just about, 29.8 out of 30. So he's really almost there. Okay, so is he. So we probably have to wait just a little bit longer. Did your poop level you up? Because I think it should. This guy's flashing. Is he ready to be leveled up? He is. Alright, so I have to choose. Do I want more health, stamina, movement speed, melee damage? I'm not too worried about movement speed at this point. My main concern is damage. So he's at 244. What's this guy have? 300. Oh, 245. Health is important, but right now I'm concerned about damage. We're going to go ahead and level that up on both of them. 267 for damage. He's reached level 9. Oh, did it? No way. It leveled up both of them? Level 9. Oh, I'm sorry. I was in the other guy's inventory still. Can I not get... I gotta be on this side, maybe? It keeps picking up the other inventory. There we go. 244 melee damage. Yep, I want more. So there we go. So now I've got a level 9 and a level 8. I've upped their damage. I am going to be worried about their movement speed at some point, because I want them to get to me fast, but I also want them to be able to attack, and I want them to be fast and quick and dangerous. Ooh, we're running low on meat here. That's not good. Okay. Let's take our team here. I'll follow Jay. Let's go see if we can't kill something. We need meat. What level is this guy? Level 3. Not a problem. Not a problem at all. Good. They're going to keep... Yep, get him. They should be able to take him down, no problem. You do have to watch on their health, but they got him. Good, look at that. Did I get that backwards? Is your pickaxe the one that gets the skin? Meat from bodies. Nope, not supposed to. Take a look at their health now. Their health is not down at all because he didn't really hurt him that bad. Let's get back to their friend here and we'll see if we can keep taming him. Okay, feed him a bunch of meat. I do need to go find more berries now. I'm gonna have him. I'm gonna have them stay while I look for berries, and hopefully can find some before he wakes up. If not, guys, you've just witnessed the wrong way to do this. You ideally, I kind of did this on the fly because I didn't have a lot of time, but you ideally should have some narcotics with you or some narco berries with you. So thankfully, I've been able to find some. Normally, they're not very easy to find. And I can remote use item and keep him asleep for a little bit longer. So let's make sure we look for some more, because I may need some more before this is over. But guys, that's pretty much it. There's really not much to it. It was a confusing process for me, and I know there's probably been several videos made about this. Basically, with your carnivores, come on, you can harvest it. With your carnivores, you feed them meat. You know, pretty obvious. I think it's a little more specific when you get into your herbivores. I think they like certain types of berries. But you're basically, every single one of them, you're going to be feeding them either a narcotic or a narco berry. Come on, harvest it. Good. A narco berry or some other berry of some kind. Oh man, I really need to find some. Spam that key. Spam that E key. And I don't feel like holding it down, but I'm spamming the key. There we go. There's another one at least. I mean, just imagine... I mean, these guys are great. The Dilos. But just imagine having a team of raptors, you know, like Jurassic Park. You know, these guys, the raptors, that you could just easily see how this can be an asset for you in the field. Whether you're fighting, I'm tamed him. We're gonna name him Newman. We're gonna name him Newman after the character who was played in Seinfeld, who also played in the Jurassic Park movie, who got killed by a Dilo. His name is Newman. Perfect. Alright, Newman, you're level 4, so we've got a lot of leveling up to do on you. So I'm going to say all follow. Alright, and we're going to head back to base. But I thank you everyone for joining me for this, learning how to be a pack leader. We're going to go ahead and head back to base, and I look forward to seeing you the next time we meet. Bye! Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. On the right hand side you will see a featured video of a Let's Player I think you should check out, so click there to do so. Also, you can click on the left hand side for one of my videos. If you've enjoyed this video, please leave a like and a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Also, to stay up to date on my videos, go ahead and click that subscribe button. I look forward to seeing you again. Bye!